Hi guys, my name is Widya Lestari Lamatengo. In this video, I will explain Inorganic Chemistry Practicum. Practicum title is Synthesis of Urea Hydrogen-Peroxide. Objective is student can study synthesis of urea hydrogen peroxide or UHP crystal qualitative analysis. Crystal is the arrangement of atoms organized in three-dimensional space. The regularity of arrangement occurs because it must fulfill the geometrical condition, the provisions of the bonding of atoms, and the arrangement of a meeting. Although it is not easy to express how the atoms are arranged in a solid, but there are things be an important factor that determines the formation of polyhedral coordination arrangement of atoms. Ideally, the most stable arrangement is polyhedral coordination that allows the energy per unit volume at minimum. The tools used in category 1 and 2 you can be seen in the image below. Materials is specific materials is hydrogen peroxide, manganese dioxide, urea, potassium permanganate, sulfuric acid, and general materials is aqueous and filter paper. Next, experimental work scheme. Synthesis urea hydrogen peroxide. 1. Start and weighing the solid urea and put into beaker and measure a 15 H2O2 30% solution and put into a 100 ml Erlenmeyer and put the H2O2 solution that has been measured garri into a Erlenmeyer containing urea solid dissolved and heating an Erlenmeyer that has been filled mixture of H2O2 and urea in water bath and heating a mixture of H2O2 and concreted urea which is located in petri dish placed on beaker plate with 40 ml of tap water and weighing to obtain it neatly crystal and 10468 gram and finish. Next, experimental work scheme qualitative analysis. Start, weigh 0.1 grams of the synthesis crystal and put in the test tube and dissolve in with 3 ml of water and add the MnO2 solid to the test tube and observe the O2 gas bubbles that are formed, and the solution turns black and a little bubble formed and finish. Next, observation result. Treatment 1. Synthesis of urea hydrogen peroxide. Weighing the solid of urea and put into beaker. Observation urea weigh 2 grams and measure 15 ml H2O2 30% solution and put into 100 ml Erlenmeyer. Observation volume of 15 ml and colorless solution and put the H2O2 solution that has been measured garri into Erlenmeyer containing urea solid dissolved. Observation white and colored in solute and heating an Erlenmeyer that has been filled with a mixture of H2O2 and urea in water bath. Observation clear bath concretion solution and heating a mixture of H2O2 and concreted urea which is located in petri dish placed on a beaker filled with 40 ml of tap water. Observation neatly crystal formed in petri dish and weighing the obtained neatly crystal. Observation 1046 and observation result. Qualitative analysis. Weighing 0.1 grams the synthesis crystal. Observation 0.1 gram crystal and put into the test tube and dissolve it with 3 ml water. Observation the solution in homogeneous and white in color and add the MnO2 solid the test tube. The observation the solution color in black and little bubble format. This is calculation. Discussion. Urea hydrogen peroxide in compound that is odorless and non-toxic. Urea hydrogen peroxide solution is very unstable and quickly breaks down into a part-time contact with saliva. Urea hydrogen peroxide in solid composition of urea and hydrogen peroxide. This compound is a white solid crystal that dissolves in water, often called carbamide peroxide in the field of density, which is used in weighting of hydrogen peroxide disinfection. At urea hydrogen peroxide is substances that are soluble in water, odorless, intangible, needless crystal. As for the structure of urea hydrogen peroxide, in this experiment, namely the synthesis of urea hydrogen peroxide (OHP) by reacting urea and hydrogen peroxide. One synthesis of urea hydrogen peroxide. The synthesis of urea hydrogen peroxide is carried out using 4 ml of hydrogen peroxide, which is reacted with 1-2 grams of urea solid. Then the mixture inside the Erlenmeyer is heated in water bath until the solution turns clear. The purpose of heating is to increase the temperature in solution so as to accelerate the reaction clear and between hydrogen peroxide and solid of urea, transforming of homogeneous solution. And 2. Qualitative analysis. Qualitative testing is a test that aims to test the existence of an element is in a sample or presence or absence of compounds in a sample. And in qualitative test, the synthesis crystals were completely dissolved in milliliter water. This is because urea compounds and H2O2 compounds dissolve well in water and hydrogen bonds will occur. When the addition of MnO2 is in a gas bubble formed in the test tube, it can see presence of gas or water on the test tube wall and the presence of gas bubbles contained the solution. The purpose adding MnO2 is catalyze the decomposition of H2O and O2 so that O2 gas is formed in the test tube. The solution turns black and there is an O2 gas bubble. Next, conclusion. From the urea hydrogen peroxide synthesis experiment, the crystal mass of OHP is 1.05668 grams. In the qualitative analysis, the result obtained where the solution is black, the bubbles of O2 gas are formed and percent OHP synthesis formed. The experiment is 58%. Thank you for watching.